Gurmy.
You're now live, lady. Good morning, everyone. I didn't even bring mine in. No, I almost need them to be like half that size.
Yeah, because
like shorter.
I'm constantly going around
they
this
don't.
phone.
They don't fit over here either.
Well, when because I'm gonna go, I look at the discount office store for some of Eli's school supplies. I'll see if I can find some.
I don't. It doesn't really like.
It was good in thought.
It's saving paper in what I'm printing on a daily basis.
Yeah, you can just print those once a week, and
yeah.
I like my book, but I don't like that it hits the dump.
I have a shorter. It's a streaming binder, but it's about this big. It's more like a little scrapbook.
Yeah. I'm just using it. I'm using it because it was your idea.
Okay.
We tried it out.
It looks pretty.
It does.
Morning, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
We need to get you in.
That reminds me. I have they have a new promo.
Oh, cool.
Well, new thing that they're doing.
I got some spider webs. That means there's spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to have a general pest control spray done.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh my goodness. Another order. Because they're doing week to week to week. I pulled my copy off your desk, so it's only his copies.
Okay.
That way, just know everything you have, I already have copies of.
Okay.
Plus the stats on public file.
That means when I get them back, that I just need to put them back in his box.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, this is mine yesterday. All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are here on this slightly muggy Thursday on Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. Good morning.
Yes, we want to say a quick good morning to Nell. She just popped up and she said, hi, girls. And we got Jasmine, Sandra, of course. So we want to say good morning to all of you watching us on Facebook Live. If you do not currently follow us on Facebook Live, we encourage you to do so. It's a way to get a behind the scenes of what goes on when Z93, Outlaw Country, and MonsterMediaYuma.com all go to commercial break. Jennifer and I stay live the entire hour.
That's right, and we have a full show coming up for you today. We have two individuals coming in. We have Leah and Becky that will be here to talk about the JC's Water Drive and the Littlewood Co-op. There's a partnership there to collect water for the Yuma community. Then Fred Cogburn will be here. He's with Pop Warner. They've extended their sign-ups, I believe, so we're going to be talking about that.
Sounds good.
All right, now we are going to be having more giveaways. Not today. We're taking the day off.
We give a lot of things away.
Our text line is recovering. No, we gave away Craig Wayne Boyd tickets yesterday, and then we will be doing more, but tomorrow's Cat Shirt Friday.
It is.
And you are not going to want to miss entering for tomorrow's.
There's some pretty awesome prizes in there.
There are.
There's a couple of surprises that aren't normally in our regular.
You're going to be eating quite well. Let me just put it like that.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I have a little, it's not a reminder because I have not yet shared this with our listeners before, but I've received information. It's back to school time. We know that. The high school district goes back on August 2nd, and elementary district 1 is on the 6th, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, from what I understand, there are 37 children at Crossroads Mission. And we are trying to find out if we can have individuals in our community adopt each one of those for back to school. And their backpacks are generally taken care of, but we are needing to dress them for school. And we don't want the burden to fall on any one individual because we know that can be quite expensive.
Definitely.
But if you are wanting to purchase some specific sizes, then you can reach out to Barbara Rochester at 580-4482, and she will get you the sizes that are needed. But what Dan Michaels with FTS Automotive, our Facebook Live sponsor, this morning we were talking, Dan is a really big part of Crossroads. He said it might be really cool if people could purchase gift cards to some of the department stores or locations they know that they might be having a lot of sales. then the kids could go out with their guardian and purchase things that they like.
That they actually want.
That's
yeah.
part of that back to school experience. Even at a really young age, I remember the anticipation. And my mom would save all summer. And at one point, there were four of us in school.
Yeah.
And we looked forward to that. And as I got older, junior high, early high school, I was making my own money.
Yeah.
So then I could do some of what I wanted. Mom had the staple things. She had have a couple pair of jeans, couple pairs of this, nice shirt, and obviously the socks and the unmentionables and things like that. But when I was making my own money, I could get a little bit more fashionable if I wanted. And now, much to Mom's chagrin, because the 80s fashions were a little interesting.
Well, today's fashion with our young is a little interesting. I know it's making me seem like I'm older, so maybe I'm middle-aged or something. I don't know, but there's some of the trends that are going around that I'm glad that I have a boy, because most of the times it's shorts and t-shirt and Vans. That's his thing. So.
We mentioned the other day there's another trend that popped up, and it's nothing I don't think any of us here in the studio would get. It's the denim shorts, but they're upside down, so the pockets are on the bottom. And Anita and I were
they're
talking.
They're not just shorts. I mean, the picture you saw, they have pants where the pockets are at your ankles. This doesn't make sense to me.
Anita pointed out, she said, I'm glad to see we're back to some of the high rise. Just
the high waist,
the high waist. So just a different style than we've had for quite a long time.
Yeah, always try to find the positive in everything.
Yes, she does. She looks for the positive in every aspect.
Yeah.
Now, I got a text from Kayla with the fire department. This is hilarious. She said her boys were playing Lego City on their Xbox, and her youngest one, out of nowhere, just shouted, "It's Jennifer Blackwell!" Apparently, they found my Lego doppelganger.
She has to send us a picture of that.
Yes, Kayla, I must have a screenshot of that. That's hilarious.
Amber says the high waist holds the tummy better. I agree.
Yes, it does.
I agree.
And everything else.
Well, I like the idea that Dan had with the gift cards, because these kids are in the shelter, but their mothers and their fathers are trying to better themselves.
They are.
And so, we don't want to forget them. And a lot of times during Christmas, you do the angel tree, or we have a lot of community members that will actually adopt families. And this is an easy way to let them still experience the back to school, because it's fun. It's fun to the kids.
It's fun for the kids. Sometimes for the parents, it's like, ugh. My son attended a charter, so he wore uniforms all the way from kindergarten up to 6th grade. Mm-hmm. Then when he attended Woodard for 7th and 8th, he had a 2-year reprieve of no uniform. So I was excited. I did like the ease of the uniforms, but I wanted to finally have an opportunity to do some shopping.
Yeah, actually,
for him.
yeah.
And it's funny because I'm like, all right, I have one child. My parents had 4. It was a lot more expensive for them. So I'm going to, and I will admit, he's a little spoiled. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, whatever you want. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, you can have this brand name, that brand name. He's like, I don't care. So he was pretty much low key when it came to that. Yeah. And then Yuma High rolls around, uniforms for more years.
Oh my goodness! I don't know what I don't know. I'm curious to see when Eli's old enough to actually go into like high school, what the type of dress code is going to be. I know, and I went to COFA. All of my family went to Yuma. I'm going to let him choose whatever school he wants to go to. So I know it's different depending on each school. So
but then there's an open enrollment if it is available.
He's never had to wear a uniform.
But they don't at Yuma High anymore.
He'll be wearing a spacesuit for his hovercraft.
Oh, is that what it'll be?
What year is he? 2028?
His first car, he's already told me, is going to be a Lamborghini. He's on a Lamborghini kick right now. I don't know why.
Oh, is that featured in some of the shows he's watching?
Yeah, he watches the Sharers, I guess they're called. They're Share the Love. It's one of the YouTube channels, and they have a Lamborghini. So everything right now, Lamborghini Hot Wheels. Everywhere we go, he goes to
see
which
if
I can handle Hot Wheels because they're 98 cents. Exactly. So if he wants to go grab a couple Hot Wheels, I'm down with that. So no problem for me. But Yeah, he is definitely on a Lamborghini kick. That
The
rooster was loud.
Was it the streaker?
I don't know
Yeah,
which
there's
one it
two,
is.
and they're kind
Good
of.
morning, Kathy. She just popped in. I'm sure she is getting ready for the back to school rodeo on Saturday. It's going to be a
Yes.
big day for them.
It is.
And we're mentioning there are 37 children again down at Crossroads Mission. Don't forget, we also have children at Safe House too. Anita was speaking with Jody and a couple of the individuals down there the other day, and we can get some more information about maybe sizes or ages. I prefer sizes because you have some that might be a little bit bigger or smaller.
Yeah.
You can't just always go based on, okay, they're 12, so this is what they wear.
Yeah.
And again, some may have school uniforms.
Yep.
And that was one of the things Dan mentioned. He said, I know some have uniforms, and I wish, we kind of had an idea of stuff a few weeks ago because some of the retailers were having the polos for $3.
$3.
And I would have been happy to purchase a couple if I had more definitive information. So let's see what we can get put together and make sure.
But those polos are classic. You can wear them with jean
Oh, yeah.
shorts or a pair of jeans, and it'd still be fine. So yeah, and think about that when you're out and about. Don't forget, Jen mentioned Safe House. They are looking for diapers,
Yes.
size 4 and size 5 diapers.
All right. And any other items that you're willing
Any
or
other
able
items,
to
yes.
help out with. All right. Again, we have a lot coming up on the show today, but let's run down a couple birthdays today.
All right, sounds good.
It is July 19th, and the birthdays are brought to you courtesy of Firehouse Subs and Firehouse Public Safety Foundation saves lives through donation grants. And since the foundation started, it's granted over $35 million to provide equipment, training, and support to hometown heroes. Happy birthday goes out to today, Rhonda Sidnor. She is celebrating, along with Sarah Jeffers, one of our amazing local educators. Claudette White is celebrating today too, and my Aunt Dawn, my dad's baby sister, she would have turned 61 today. She passed away a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
And so Aunt Dawn would have celebrated today also.
Well, I don't have any family members today, but we do have one of our councilmen, Jacob Millard. His birthday's today.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Yes, happy birthday.
Well, your birthday is on National Daiquiri Day, Jacob.
Ooh, he can celebrate.
Daiquiri is a family of cocktails whose main ingredients are rum, citrus juice, typically lime, and sugar. And tasting of sunshine and beaches, it might be hard to believe the daiquiri was likely invented by men blasting away in the mines of a small community off the coast of Cuba. Jennings Cox, an American engineer, supervised a mining operation located in a village named Daiquiri in 1898 during the Spanish-American War. And every day after work, Cox and his employees would gather at the Venus Bar. Then one day, he mixed up Bacardi, lime, sugar, and a tall glass of ice, naming the new beverage after the Daiquiri mines. Then the drink soon became a staple in Havana, and eventually shaved ice was used, and sometimes lemons, or both lemons and limes. In 1909, Admiral Lucius W. Johnson, a U.S. Navy medical officer, tried Cox's drink and subsequently introduced it to the Army and Navy Club in Washington, D.C., and the popularity of the daiquiri then increased over the next few decades. It was one of the favorite drinks of writer Ernest Hemingway and President John F. Kennedy.
Wow, that I didn't realize there was such a history behind it.
Nor did I.
Well, that's awesome.
And today is also Get to Know Your Customers Day. It's important. You should do it every day.
It is, exactly. If you're in an industry where your business relies on customers and customer service, that's always probably a good thing to
Yes,
do.
you need to research your client base.
Definitely.
Jose says, daiquiris. And Emily White says her Katie turned 18 yesterday. I saw that.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday. Happy late birthday, Miss Katie. And Christine, our resident cat lady, says morning. And Jose also says good morning.
Well, there we go.
But likes daiquiris too. So there you go. All right.
We have quite a show today. We
do.
Quite a lot of people here.
Oh, quick mention here. Mr. Yuma pageant is coming up around the corner.
Really?
It's in September, but really we're past mid-July now.
Yes, we are.
So that will be coming up on September 7th at Las Palmas Shopping Center. And you can come out and watch local male contestants compete for the title of our next Mr. Yuma. And if you would like to compete or for more information about Mr. Yuma, you can go to, or you can email. This is the email you will send your request to, MrYumaFundraiser@gmail.com. They're also looking for sponsorships too. So if you're interested in helping out.
Jen and I got to judge the Mr. Yuma pageant. Was it last year?
It was that last year.
Yeah, it was last year, and it was a lot of fun. We have quite a bit of talent out there, and it's funny because you can tell some that normally don't perform on stage and things, but they got out there and they did their things, and we had people from all walks of life. I believe the gentleman that won was a police officer.
Yes, and a international renowned pianist.
Exactly. We featured him on our local Monster a couple of times, but we also had people up there that were teachers and students. So you don't have to fit a certain mold to be Mr. Yuma.
And it's the 3rd annual Mr. Yuma. If you would like to go to the event, again, it's a scholarship pageant, so the money goes towards scholarships. Tickets are only $5.
Well, there you go.
We will give you more information as it becomes closer, because hopefully we can be involved again. Last year we had a good time.
We did.
All right, it's Today in Yuma. We are going to take a break, then we'll be back to talk about water with Becky and Leah. Today in Yuma is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have over 30 years of experience and knowledge, and you can trust Classic Accounting with your business payroll and monthly bookkeeping needs. Give them a call today at 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports, they offer great deals all year long. Check out the half-off cart sale going on now at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration, tomorrow is Free Filter Friday.
That's right.
Remember to swap out those air filters on a regular basis to help keep your unit working properly. Tomorrow, if you take in your old dirty air filter to 190 West 10th Street, they will swap it out and give you a brand new standard 1-inch air filter for free. That's Quick Refrigeration.
And our friends over at Advocate Pest and Wildlife Specialists, right now, 1 week only flash sale. $40 off a tick treatment. Guaranteed results. Normal pricing is around $125, so only $85 when you mention the ad that they have on their Facebook page. So you definitely want to go to the Facebook page. Humidity increases the chance of ticks, so right now take advantage of the $40 off tick treatment sale with Advocate Pest and Wildlife Specialists.
It's Today in Yuma. We'll be back after the break on Z93 Outlaw Country and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. Kayla's funny. I said, we need a photo. She goes, for reals. I have no idea which character they were talking about because they both giggled a lot and kept playing. They're so cute anyway. Hello. All right. You two, you're first, right? Is Fred coming? Or is it on top of Fred? Okay. I thought we're waiting on someone from Pop Warner too.
Is she going to do the teacher appreciation too? You have 2 different people? Yeah. Okay. She can come in right now. We'll get it all in. You can have a seat right there.
Don't forget you're on Facebook Live.
Yes, Facebook Live right behind you.
Hi. I'm sorry. No worries. It's all good.
All right. It's chilly in here. I've been in here all morning, so I'm cold. My hands are freezing.
Think only Yuma, you know this.
I know,
You
right?
need a sweater to be inside. And,
A tank top outside.
yes.
How do you spell your name?
It's Alma, ALMA, Sandigo, SANTIG.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think first.
How much time do we have?
Not much. A minute and a half.
Just text me if we got that.
I feel underwater.
Huh?
I feel underwater.
Why?
Tired.
Oh, bless your heart.
You've been busy though.
I was
You're doing a mural outside. And
Yeah, 2 of them right now.
2?
Yeah.
Where? Oh my goodness.
One at a residence by Crane Middle School, and then one in Castle Dome.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
You're a busy lady.
Yeah, loving it.
And even in the summer.
Yeah. Well.
Do you do it in the earlier in the morning?
Yeah, I get up at 3, go there by 4, and work
Oh,
until about
goodness.
9.
Yeah.
Sometimes 10. Usually by 10 I'm all.
So your
Right?
day's done by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Because the heat can be
is.
debilitating. Like it just
Oh,
zaps
yeah.
your energy.
Yeah. Oh, I can't work in the
Yeah.
use anymore. No.
Oh, bless.
Although this pool mural I'm doing, it's cool because I can paint and then dip. And paint.
Oh, I love that.
There you go. Elliot Knoll says, hi, Leah.
Hi, Elliot.
He's on Facebook Live. All right, 30 seconds.
This is Jennifer Blackwell. Quick Refrigeration is the only air conditioning company I trust for all my
17 seconds.
They've been keeping you
And when you talk, you just want to look right into it. If you turn your head a little bit, then we'll lose you a little bit. So kind of, they're very directional.
Okay. You're talking about the water first then?
Yeah, water first.
all the best in town. Quick Refrigeration.
I'm looking at Leah's hair. I'm like, I can do my hair like that too. It's really cute. I like the way you did it this morning. It's really cute.
I couldn't hear anything. Sorry.
Amber Thornton from Culligan Water says,
Come see Culligan about a mural. So
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was actually thinking. I'm gonna take my daughter to go and see the mural. So.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys.
welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are live on Z93, Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook live feed. Now, we're going to switch gears now, and we're going to talk about water. We have Leah Littlewood and Becky Zuna here today. Now, Becky, you're with JC's, correct?
Yes, but this project started as my AmeriCorps fundraiser project.
Okay.
And then I decided I'm just one person. That's not going to be enough water. So I dragged the JCs into it. They said yes. And I was like, that's still not enough. We are a community organization as the JCs. So I was like, why not the Littlewood Co-op? It gives us a direction for drop-offs throughout Yuma. So it's been working out. They have more water than we do.
Really? Well, good. Now, we have multiple cooling sites around the Yuma community, and these generally pop up during the warmer months here in Yuma. Now, our HOT jar is empty right now because we went shopping, and Anita purchased 21 cases of water. This was just through what we figure is the midpoint of summer from people using the H word on our show. And we understand the importance of making sure that all of these cooling stations have adequate water for the individuals in need who may come to their locations, either whether it might be for a bottle of water or just to get out of the extreme Yuma heat. And we do have some extreme temperatures coming. Starting on Saturday, we'll be looking at 116 by Tuesday. So it's not going to be pleasant. Sorry about that. I just announced it. I don't make it happen. but water is so critical this time of year.
Yes.
Now, you guys are having an event coming up on July 28th. Tell us about your event.
Yeah, it's an ice cream social. It's pretty much a thank you to the community that has donated for our cause for the water drive. And it's also a form of having the community come together and celebrate this accomplishment of raising so much cases of water. And we'll also have a special presentation. We'll have somebody there from the Salvation Army. We'll have somebody, probably Leah, I'm guessing, as a representative from the Littlewood Co-op. And we'll have myself representing AmeriCorps, and then we'll have a gentleman from the JCs representing the JCs at this event. So.
All right, and it's what time again on the 28th?
It's from 2 to 6 o'clock.
And it's going to be at the Littlewood Co-op. And it says here, with every 3 cases of water donated, you will receive a ticket for the ice cream social.
The ice cream social will actually take place at the JC's clubhouse.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a different day. But the Littlewood Co-op is a drop-off
Yes,
location.
they are a drop-off
Okay.
location.
Perfect. And the JC Clubhouse, if you do not know, it's at 2577 East County 14th Street. You can't miss it when you're coming
It's just
off of-
before 3E.
Yeah.
And the easy way to find it, if you're heading east, you'll see our billboard on the left side. If you see our mine and Teresa's billboard, you've gone too far.
You've gone too far. Turn around and go back. Turn around and go back.
I go by there every day on the way home, not just to see that. That's my route due to construction right now.
Well, I think what you guys are doing is great. Like you said, when Anita took the water to the different nonprofits that we dropped, we kind of split it up between a few different ones. Thank you. They didn't even put it in storage. They took it right into their kitchens to get cool because they need it desperately right now. So I think what you're doing is great. And the community can really get involved and enjoy some ice cream at the same time.
And some people figure, well, I'm not really going to be much of a help because I could only donate 1 case of water. Well, you can get the 40-count bottles of water like Anita did for just a little over $3 a piece. And that will have a big impact. But collectively, as a community, like Becky said, she needed it to go bigger than one person, bigger than one organization. So it spread the same thing. You know, it takes a village of water to bring everything together. And we've all seen how Yuma can come together in instances like this and help the vulnerable individuals in our community.
Now it says here if pickup is needed, you have someone that is willing to go pick up water?
Yeah.
Okay, and all they need to do is call 928-210-5109, or you can email jcsyuma@yahoo.com. Perfect, sounds good. And again, that ice cream social is on July 28th at 2 p.m.
At the JC's Clubhouse.
Yes.
So they can donate water all the way up to that day?
The cutoff at the other two locations, which is the U of A Agriculture Center on 8th Street, and the Littlewood Co-op is on July 25th.
Okay.
So we can get everything to the clubhouse and stacked accordingly. But the day of the event, we will still be taking cases of water. And let me also mention that we will have vegan and lactose-free options for those that
fantastic.
can't eat real ice creams.
That way everyone can still enjoy a delicious treat. All right, now Becky, you do have a list of the cooling locations, the water sites and cooling locations. We do have this on our website too. If you would like to keep a copy of it, you can go to monstermediayuma.com and click on the Community Matters tab, and you can find it's a two-sided flyer, but I have both sides actually up on there. It gives you an idea where all of the locations are, and they have places out in the foothills too. They're different heat-related sites, so very important. If you know someone that's in a vulnerable situation, please let them know about that, and we can get some copies of the maps too to pass out to those people who could certainly use it. All right, now we are going to change gears for just a second here.
Just a second, if Becky can switch chairs right there with Alma. The Littlewood Co-op is also involved with another, it's a teacher appreciation, another event. So why don't you give us some details on that?
Awesome. This is Alma. The NAU branch wants to do a teacher's appreciation gig for all the teachers in Yuma. There'll be a kind of art project, candle making with a wine bottle. So that'll be a fun unveiling when that happens. Yeah, but it's a evening event, August 3rd from 6 to 8. And we want to make it so that everyone feels comfortable and kind of pampered before the grind is back on.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, did they need to bring their own wine bottle?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, do they empty it prior? How does that happen?
Bring it with you and empty it at
Yeah,
the
we're not going
event.
to do this. So bring it with you and empty it there.
That's awesome.
So how did this teacher appreciation come about?
I was approached by Jason Bradley, and he was really interested in hosting this with the NAU branch, and so we put it together, we set a date, and August 3rd was the best.
Now, Alma, are you with NAU Yuma?
I am. I'm a faculty member. I teach pre-service and service teachers. And I have been a teacher too, a first and second grade teacher for District 1 for many years.
Oh,
and
really?
Gadsden as well. And so the NAU alumni is becoming a very strong organization here in Yuma. And so this is the second event we're hosting this year, scholar year. But, we just thought that teachers needed to be appreciated. Tomorrow, actually, many teachers are already in their classrooms.
Yes, they are getting ready.
Yes, they're getting ready. And we know that many of them are going to be teaching next week. And we just felt that, finishing Friday with a nice drink and with friends is just the best way to continue and begin the year, actually. And so we're looking forward to that. And like Leah said, there's going to be candle making. There is going to be chair massage. I think teachers need that as well. And most of all, just the time to mingle and to speak with other educators. This is a time too for the NAU alumni to come together, and the purpose is for them to say thank you to a teacher. I bet that teacher that they are thankful and grateful for is going to be there. What a best way to go and give them a hug and then tell them, look where I am, what you're doing is worth it. And so we want teachers to feel inspired, to know that our community is supporting them, and that we are just so thankful for the things they do for our children.
All right, and that is on August 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. And are there any restrictions as far? Do they have to register or just show up?
They do. We're asking them to register so that we can be ready for them. And so, yes, and Leah has been very kind. I think that the place is wonderful. It's a beautiful site, and so they need to come. So to register, they need to go to nau.edu/Yuma alumni. And mostly there is a $5 cost because of logistics. But believe me, there's going to be drinks and
It's going to be money well spent.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, again, that is the teacher appreciation put on by the NAU alumni.
Yes.
And it's going to be taking place on August 3rd, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Littlewood Co-op. And get registered now. That way they can get a head count and make sure there's room for everybody.
Yes, and the space is limited because we know we have over 3,000 teachers, so they really want to register soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Get in there fast.
Yes.
I think you should also do a following up about halfway through the year.
Right. Yeah.
Another.
But there's no craft. Just bring wine.
The craft is the wine.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Again, you can go to nau.edu/Yuma alumni if you'd like to get registered for that. And as far as the ice cream social, get that water picked up and then dropped off either at the Littlewood Co-op or at the JC's Clubhouse, correct?
Yes.
All right. And don't forget, they will do water pickup for you by calling 210-5109. All right, we want to thank all of our guests. It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie with our big group here, Leah, Becky, and Alma this morning. We'll be back after the break with Fred Cogburn. He is with Pop Warner. We're going to be talking football again on Today in Yuma. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have over 30 years of experience and knowledge, and you can trust them with your business payroll and monthly bookkeeping needs. Give them a call today at 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports, check out the Sprague's difference. Buy, sell, trade, or consign firearms with free expert appraisals. Sprague's offers local price matching and a lifetime warranty. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And a reminder again, if your AC has to work harder due to a clogged filter, it could lead to premature wear and tear of your unit. So make sure to change out those filters on a regular basis. Tomorrow is Free Filter Friday, and if you stop by Quick Refrigeration at 190 West 10th Street, taking your old, dirty, dusty air filter, they will swap it out and give you a brand new standard 1-inch air filter for free. That's tomorrow, Free Filter Friday.
And Yuma's Best Advocate Pest and Wildlife Specialists. They are locally owned and have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. They are licensed with the Arizona Game and Fish Department for safe, humane wildlife relocation. You can give them a call today at 928-343-9149. Better yet, go like them on Facebook because they do have that $40 off tick treatment sale going on now, and you can find all the details at Advocate Pest and Wildlife.
It's Today in Yuma on C93 Outlaw Country and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. All right.
Leah, you're bringing lots of love on the Facebook Live feed. Lots of love.
You have to go back and read them. There's a bunch of them.
So
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you too. Come on out this way.
Thank you.
We'll take our picture out here, then you can make sure you grab your purse.
Oh my God. That's a good problem. But oh my God. 36?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is a lot. I'll get everybody in here. Smile.
Perfect.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you all so much.
I'm so excited. This will be great.
I love it. Very cool. Why are they all over there?
Because they can be.
Streaker. He's Streaker. He's like a naked chicken. He doesn't have any color.
Yeah, he doesn't have the plumage like the others do. I've never seen one like that down
We
here.
call him Streaker.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming
We're
to
gonna
say
start
good morning.
doing
Oh, they're here all day.
All day.
long, yeah.
I like it.
The areas around here.
Leah, thanks for all you do. We appreciate you.
Thank you. They're here all the time.
Well, now it's good to know where to come in for some chicken.
There you go.
Bye. Come on in.
Right over there.
I'm Teresa.
Oh, you've never. Oh, that's right. Fred wasn't here when you were here. No.
No, ma'am.
Teresa, and this is Anita.
Hi.
Anita.
Nice to meet you.
The feed.
Where, right here?
Yep,
Yes, sir.
right there.
I put it in there.
Busy man.
Trying to get it turned. turned out.
And don't forget, we have Craig Wayne Boyd right after.
Okay.
Now that we figured out the time zone. Are any of yours still young enough to play Pop Warner?
Yes, I've got, well, with children by marriage. Our youngest is 9.
Okay.
So we've got him for about 3-4 more years.
Okay.
Good morning, Raylene.
Good morning, ladies and Fred. Raylene McDowell skipping.
Those headphones are loud. Which ones are they? I don't want to turn them down and then turn down mine or yours.
You can bring it down a little bit. This one might be a little bit the level.
No, it's fine.
It's
You
just a
got
higher
whatever you
energy.
just did was good.
It's just a higher energy spot.
Yeah, because this one is more
Hello.
informational. All right, we almost ready?
Yep.
Working smoke alarms and always stay in the kitchen when cooking at high temperatures. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov because fire is everyone's fight.
The Today in Yuma phone lines are open. Give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-4321.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are joined now by our next guest, Fred Cogburn. Thanks for coming in, Fred.
Thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
It's more football action.
It's almost that time again.
It is. We're going to be talking about Pop Warner today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, give us the details. Have sign-ups been extended?
Sign-ups have been extended. We're seeing that later in the season or early in the season, before kiddos are going back to school, we're seeing that later in the years whenever we start getting the most interest. So we decided we were going to push our sign-ups back until the week before our actual football program starts, which is August 1st.
August 1st? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's right at the beginning of the school year, too.
It is. It coincides on first day of school with a few of our districts.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
It's going to be a
Well,
busy week.
how can people get their children signed up for the Pop Warner programs?
Well, we are going to be out at the Yuma Convention Center this Saturday from 8 to noon. We're going to be
Part of the
Have a-
back to school rodeo?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
At the back to school rodeo that the city's putting on out there. So we'll have a booth set up there. We'll be doing face-to-face live sign-ups there. You can also sign up on our website.
What is that website?
It's yumapopwarner.com.
Perfect, easy enough. Now, if they are going to sign up let's say at the back to school rodeo, what is it that they're going to need? Do the kids require physicals? What kind of things are they going to be needing to have with them?
Yes, they will need a sports physical before they can practice on August 1st. We have those forms available online on our website, or we'll have them, the sports physical forms there at the sign up. So they need to get that sports physical done. We'll need a copy of the birth certificate and last year's report card. And the kiddo will be signed up and ready to start practicing on August.
And what are the different age levels or team levels?
We have our flag division, which is 5 to 7 years old. And that's we call it our Cub division, so that would be our flag. That's introduction to football. That's where we really start teaching them the mechanics and the fundamentals of the game. And then we have a Mighty Mite division, which is our first level tackle division, and that's 7 to 9. And then incrementally we go up junior pee-wee and pee-wee. So the age range for the kiddos to participate in our football and cheer program is 5 to 12.
Okay, so it's age and not size per se.
It's age and weight,
Okay.
and that's a really good point, Jennifer. What we do is we make sure that the kiddos have a safe environment that they're going to practice and play in. So if they're going to play, and we play Imperial Valley teams, so if they're going to play Hopeville, we know that our kiddos that are age 7 through 9 will be playing another team age 7 through 9, and they'll be on the same weight scale of 55 to 85 pounds. That way it creates a safe, fun environment for them to learn football.
Well, those whole football players too. My son met a couple of them, and they flip tires.
Yes.
Oh my
Tractor
goodness.
tires.
Yes,
Oh
they
my
do.
goodness.
Because afterwards he came home and told my husband, "I need some tractor tires to flip." Well, we don't have any handy in the backyard, but
Oh, yeah.
we do have actual vehicle tires right now.
We've got some really good dedicated coaches, and last year we had coaches go out and find tractor tires for these kiddos
Oh,
to
my
flip
goodness.
and work and practice with. So
Raylene says they would also need 2 wallet-sized photos.
that's correct.
Okay.
For the records.
Yes, ma'am. That
All
way
right.
we can, when we do the certification to confirm age and weight, make sure it's the same kiddo.
So if they do register online, there's still a procedure involved, or does that involve uploading photos?
No, and that's what I was going to say. Even if they don't have everything that they need for this Saturday or online, they can still do the registration process, and then our team parent will work with them to get everything before the certification day.
Okay. And what kind of fees are associated with Yuma Pop Warner?
We have our flag fees for our 5 to 7 is $150. Registration that covers uniform and insurance. Only thing the kiddos need are a pair of football shoes and compression shorts.
Okay.
And then our tackle fees are $225, and that includes everything. Again, with the only thing they need to bring is their shoes and compression shorts.
All right. And what about cheer?
And our cheer is $200, and that covers everything from bow to toe.
Okay.
So their complete cheer getup is included in that.
And is it competitive cheer?
It is. They cheer. Of course, they cheer for our kiddos every Saturday. Whenever we have our games, they cheer for their division of play. But we also have a cheer conference and regional competition that they can actually up to nationals with
Oh,
our
that's
cheer teams.
fantastic.
It's a really great opportunity for these girls to also get the fundamentals of cheer as they're moving forward and as they're moving into different junior highs and high schools. It gives them an opportunity to be exposed to this as young as 5.
Now you asked for their report cards. Do you guys require a certain GPA in order to play?
We do. Pop Warner is the only football program in the country that requires academic performance of our athletes. So it's not just about learning the game of football. It's also about making sure that they are performing academically and behaved in the school environment.
Well, they are student athletes.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the parents or guardians like to get them involved, and the children want to be involved as well before moving on to some of the higher level grades where they can create at either the high school and eventually the college level too. It's just experience and exposure.
Right. And one of the things we as coaches always says, you practice like you play. We're putting them in the same environment that they're going to be exposed to as they progress through their football career. And it's one of the things that we also have is we identify and celebrate our scholar athletes. So at the end of the year, any of our high performing academically athletes, we recognize them at the local and regional as well as national.
Oh, that's great.
So it's a really good program for the kids. Provides after school a safe environment after school, very pro-social environment where they're learning teamwork from their coaches as well as discipline.
Now, when they do practice, obviously it's after school because it's in the early evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Generally weekdays and games occur on Saturdays.
That's
Is that
correct.
right? It's been a number of years since.
Our games are on Saturday starting the first weekend of September. Most of our games are at home in Yuma, but we do travel. Most of our games are within an hour of us. Hopeville, El Centro. Blythe was just added as an association this year, so that's about an hour and a half travel. But for the most part, it's every Saturday. Most of them are at home, but we travel within an hour, hour and a half.
Okay. Well, because I know the practice would be a little bit later. I know during the warmer time of the year with the high schools, it's a combination of the temperature, the dew point, I think the humidity, and they do some test because those kids might be out there practicing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when it's 115, and if everything falls in line and it's not safe for them to practice, they generally go in the weight room. But because the Pop Warner kids are practicing a little bit later, I think it will have cooled down a little bit, and all those factors might not necessarily be as much in play as they are at 3 o'clock versus 6 o'clock.
Right. And most of our practices do start at 6 o'clock for that reason. But we still have to take into account, we have a player safety coach at all of our fields. So the player safety coach looks at, are there extreme weather advisories? Is there electricity in the air? Because we have our monsoon season that also affects our safety as far as the weather. So our player safety coach is out at the field. Every day that the kiddos are on the field, we have a player safety coach on the field. And their responsibility is to ensure that if it's a safe environment to practice, then we'll move forward. If it's not, we'll do chalk talk. We'll sit in the shade. We'll wait until it cools down to the point that we need to. I've only seen environments like that on a few occasions, because after 6:30, it really starts to get into not quite comfortable, but tolerable.
Tolerable is the word.
Bearable.
Unbearable.
Barely bearable.
So how long is the season? Your first game, you said, well, obviously registration ends, you said, on the 1st of August. Your first game is on the 1st of September?
1st of September. So it gives the kiddos 30 days to acclimate and practice and develop their game battle rhythm, if you will. So the first weekend of September, and we'll have, on average, each division has 10 games.
Oh, okay.
So about 2.5 months. So last year we had a couple of our teams play well into November. We had Division II and Division III championship teams
good.
for the Imperial Valley.
So they got to move on a little bit further
They
because of that.
Moved on to Northern California, and so we played deep into November last year, and we expect we'll be doing the same thing this year.
Oh, let's go for it, guys.
Yep, get out there and take advantage of the extension on these sign-ups. Again, you guys will be at the Back to School Rodeo coming up this Saturday if you want to do it face-to-face. And what was that website if they want to do it online, Jen?
It is YumaPopWarner.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
All right. It's Today in Yuma. Our guest, Fred Cogburn, has joined us today from Yuma Pop Warner. Great information if you're interested in getting those children signed up for flag or the Mighty Mites, or the cheer, just multiple divisions and a lot of exciting things. Just get them involved. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Fred.
Thank you for having me. Greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you.
It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie in the courtyard. We'll be back with more of Today in Yuma after the break on Z93, Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com if you'd like to stream the show, or the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. All righty. We take selfies with all of them.
Right on.
You got to take a picture.
Thank you so much for having us on again.
Hey, no problem.
Trying to get all of our brackets full. We started sign-ups in May, but we had 4 sign-ups back to back with no interest, and we're seeing that we're having like 30 people sign up now in July when they get it done.
It's about that time, though.
Yeah, they're trying to keep them busy. Here we go. Smile. Awesome. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Good seeing you. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right, guys.
Bye.
We need people. Yeah, I was gonna say we need people to go pick.
It just popped up. I think I scrolled down.
We need
a little
people
bit.
to go pick where they think they should park and which nonprofit. I was pushing Safe House.
I like that.
I did too.
Let's face it, nobody likes.
Well, I'm glad that we're gonna have her on because I don't think people realize how much they lost this year in cuts.
Well, I know it's very competitive with local nonprofits too, but we need people to understand that the agencies that actually house individuals, it's different than those that do intake and stuff. So you need to make sure that people are aware
that
of the
money
whole
doesn't
process.
trickle down to those people that are actually housing.
And they did. They got hit really hard with
They
the
got
loss
hit
of that money.
very hard.
Too. I mean, I think it's 20 fewer beds they're able to fill
Accommodate, yeah.
because the beds are still there, but staffing isn't available.
I have a bag of women's clothes.
Perfect.
Only one.
That's-
In my closet, but
I do that
that's all I was able to part with so far.
Every season I go through, and if I haven't worn it in a year, I got to start purging. There's a couple things I'll keep because
you're more disciplined than me.
there are a couple things I'll keep because I'm going to lose the weight I have right now, and so those are my goal thing. The dress I wore yesterday, I haven't been able to wear that in a year and a half. So being able to wear that was like, it's not where I want to be, but it's a
new
step,
outfit.
but it's a step closer. So I have a couple that are my incentive outfits. You know what I mean? But the rest, if I haven't worn it, it's time to move it on.
Oh, I still have my radio shirt from my radio station in Safford that I bedazzled.
What?
It's
A
a t-shirt.
bedazzled
And
radio
we had
shirt?
these hot pink t-shirts and we cut the neck out of it and there's all these rhinestones and stuff on it and puffy paint.
The Today
Oh,
Yuma
lovely.
lines are open.
But
Give Jennifer
see, I'm
and
sentimental
Those are
about certain
I would
things.
say those are sentimental.
Okay, so turn it into a pillow.
Kevin
Scratch me.
Kevin made me laugh. He's like, I know you want to keep them, but can we move them to the back closet? I guess so. But I did get rid of like a whole bag, and it's really stuff. So.
Well, good for you.
I was proud of
That is
myself.
very good. And I'm proud of you. That's very
All
good.
right, you ready?
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We want to thank Fred for stopping by and also Leah, Becky, and Alma for joining us on the show today.
Yes.
If you have an event coming up or you're with an organization and you would like to be on the show or just simply share information with us, it's really easy to find us. Just go to monstermediayuma.com. That's the station's website.
Yes.
And if you click on the Today in Yuma tab, we have a little form right there you can fill out. It comes to both Teresa and myself, and we will coordinate with you. And you can't attach items to that form,
No.
but we'll respond in an email, and then you can send it that way if you have something that's pre-designed.
Exactly, and one of the things you want to keep in mind is usually our show's booked 2 to 3 weeks out. So if you have an event coming up next month, or you know for a fact it's going to be in September, or whatever the case may be, get a hold of us now so we can get you on the calendar. That way, because sometimes we get some requests for things that might be going on next week, and unfortunately those are things we may not be able to squeeze in. We do our best, but we want to make sure that we get the word out for you. So if you have events coming up, even into the next few months, get a hold of us now. That way we can get them on the calendar and get all the details worked out.
And the same thing applies if you happen to have a birthday coming up.
Yes.
Because that very same page, monstermediayuma.com, the Today in Yuma tab, that's where you fill out the Firehouse Celebrate birthday form.
Yeah.
And we've had some come in for December, next April.
Yeah, next April. And you know what? They're getting put on the calendar. So it's okay. If you want to do it now to remind yourself, so that way you don't forget, go ahead and send them on over and we'll make sure to get them on the calendar.
We've been talking about our great nonprofits and stuff. We made mention of Crossroads, wanting to help the children that are living at the mission. Also Safe House.
Yep.
We've been talking about their needs. Well, Hertz Donut has, out of Tempe, they have selected Yuma again as one of their emergency donut vehicle locations.
Yes, I'm excited. They had great success when they were here last time, and I know that there was a lot of people that weren't able to make it down to get their donuts, and I love when they post these things because I start to see all the comments for Yuma. I'm like, oh yes, we're doing good, we're doing good. Well, yesterday I didn't see that they had posted it, and my cousin that actually lives in Chandler, she's like, you guys did it again, and I was like, oh, it's exciting. Not only do they have awesome donuts, but they also give back to one of our local nonprofits.
And they reach out to the community and say, who should we pick? Which nonprofit should we pick? And where should we set up?
Exactly. So right now, if you go to the Hertz Donut, that's HURTS Donut Facebook page, you will see it. And
it's the Tempe location.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it say Tempe on it?
Yes, that pops up in the title.
You definitely want to go to their post where they announce that Yuma will be, that they will be coming to Yuma, and they're asking what people think the best location for them to be is, and which nonprofit they think would benefit from them being here. So definitely go to their page. I shared it on my page. It is that post is public, so you can find it there. But make sure you actually go to the Hertz Donut post itself, so that way they see it.
And we've put our own comments down for different organizations. We love all all of our local nonprofits, sometimes there's just more of an immediate need
Yes.
at this very moment for certain things too. So I know that a lot of the other people are chiming in and stuff. Don't take anything that we may post on there personally, because we give back and we find a way to try and help all of them. It's just where immediate needs seem to be in our community.
Yes, definitely. So go and get your vote in. I don't know. We don't have a date and time yet. As we get more information, we will definitely let you know. But we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to voice their opinion on which nonprofit. And there's so many here, like Jen said. There's just so many here, and we have nonprofits that reach out to us with these immediate needs, and we've seen monies that are being cut from different nonprofits. So we want to make sure that everybody in Yuma is taken care of.
Everyone wants their little piece of the donut.
Exactly. I want the whole donut. They were so good.
They were very good.
They were very good.
And I love the people that came down.
Yeah.
They had great personalities
They
too.
do.
And I've been by there several times lately. The actual Tempe location, when we picked Jason's friend Deshaun up, he lives near ASU. And I think he's 2 blocks from Hertz. And I go, hey, that's the one.
You know what? You should really go in there if you are in that area. Definitely. I've gone in, and there's so many things on their menu. I only tried one, but they have so many options. And like I said, I love the fact that they give back to the local communities that they go in to, to sell their donuts. They actually give a portion back to the actual community they went into. So I think it's awesome.
Well, tomorrow we have a full show planned. We have 3 different guests coming in. We have Carrie Ring. She will be here to talk about the Back to School Rodeo, which is on Saturday.
Yes.
We also have 251 downtown. They will be stopping by.
Yummy.
That kind of ties in with the whole Foodylicious Janice, which is the part of Friday. And it's also Cat Shirt Friday.
It is. And going back to Foodylicious, she has a giveaway for 251 on her page. So she will draw that winner tomorrow at, I don't know if it's 7 o'clock. We'll say 7, or just to be safe. But you have time to get in and get your entry in to win that $25 gift certificate to Downtown 251 Twisted Kitchen. All you need to do is go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Foodylicious page, and there you will find some awesome recipes. But if you scroll down just a little bit, you will see the entry form for that gift certificate, and she draws that every Friday. So even if you don't win tomorrow, there's always other chances.
And high school registration starts tomorrow for students who will be attending the Yuma Union High School District. So juniors and seniors tomorrow, and they have a different breakdown time-wise for A through L and M through Z. It depends on the first letter of your last name. Go ahead and head onto the website for your child's specific school. That way you can make sure you have everything in line. You'll need to take certain documentation. Some of them have already basically pre-registered. I know a lot of our 8th graders have. They registered as they were transitioning, getting everything signed up for the move from middle school up to high school. But make sure you have everything, because sometimes there can be a little bit of a wait.
Yes.
You can register online for some of the things, but AP courses, I think it's more challenging. There's different fees associated there, but you can at least tackle part of that process online, and the wait might be a little bit shorter when you get there.
Yeah, and again, be patient. Be patient with all of the faculties at the different schools. We know that this is a long process. I remember doing it when I went to high school, but I know both of you ladies have done it for your children. It's a long process, and it just takes some time. So just be patient. We don't want any arguments, or and be respectful of your neighbor. Wait in line just like everybody else.
I think Anita's had the most experience.
She's on number 4, right?
Yes, last year.
She's almost done.
It'll be her 16th high school
Registration.
Right? Is that right?
8. It would be
separate, but some of them, I don't know if they do the different grades.
Yeah, it's been the last 3 years have been better.
There you go.
Oh,
the radio needs to hear you, Anita.
My apologies. The last 3 years have been better because they now have it where if you're a family, your family can register together.
Oh,
so, like last year, we had Jacob as a senior and Eli as a junior, so it was really easy to get them registered.
But you got to be a pro at least 10 times.
Years prior, I was going for each child at different times and on different days. So that that was a bit.
A challenge.
It was annoying, is what it was. It was annoying.
Well, they've kind of rectified that situation a little bit.
Yes.
So definitely, and again, you know, there is going to be fees associated with different classes and things like that. So just
be prepared.
Yeah.
And know that the schedule that you're going to get more than often is not the schedule that your child needs. So just be willing to spend that extra time to see the guidance counselor and get in there and get what your child needs. The guidance counselors really want to help your child be successful. Use their expertise to help you move forward in that regard.
Talk with them. They can help formulate an educational plan,
Absolutely.
especially if you have college-bound children. I know not all of them want to go to college. There's other options. There's trade schools. There's military. But again, those counselors can assist with all facets of that preparedness when after moving on from graduation. Now,
I can't believe the school's starting.
I know.
It's a little different when you have a college student. That pretty much involves, here's my credit card.
Right? Go register yourself.
Exactly. All done.
That's awesome. Again, you know, be patient and oh my goodness, I can't believe the next school year is already starting.
I know. It is sooner than usual. What is the reason for that?
I think this last year where we had some issues with days being missed.
Challenges? Okay.
You know, we in Yuma, where I'm from, we had those we call them snow days. They were already calculated into the school calendar, and therefore, if we missed a day or two, it was not an issue. But Yuma doesn't do that. We're required to have 180 school days. They schedule 180 school days.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I think that may be why.
All right, it's time to go ahead and sign off here on Today in Yuma. We will see everyone tomorrow. Catch her Friday. Do not forget, it's our favorite day of the week. Get those entries in. We are here on Z93, Outlaw Country, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. We will see everyone bright and early tomorrow. Well, it's not super early, but at 9 o'clock. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.
It's not early, but it's early.
We'll see you bright.
Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Happy Friday, Junior.